So this is a dish that I actually discovered on the streets of New York years ago, and when I first saw it, I thought, wow, this is an interesting fusion dish because, it's basically Indian Taco Bell. As I learned, Kathi Rolls originated in the 1930s in India and since then have evolved into really popular street food basically across the world. And the best part is it's actually really easy and simple to make at home. So that's exactly what we'll do today, so let's get cooking. The ingredients for this recipe are simple and highly customizable. First, the wrap. I could only find flour tortillas, but a paratha or chapati will be best and authentic. Next, protein. My favorite hack is to use pre-marinated protein like the chicken shawarma from Trader Joe's, but alternatively you can prep the protein yourself, whether it's chicken or tofu or paneer, ahead of time just with some spices and oil. Next, veggies. Today I'll be using bell peppers, onions, tomato, and jalapeno, which I'll chop into strips so they fit nicely into the roll. For seasoning, we need whole cumin, salt, pepper, turmeric, and my trio of Indian spices: chili powder, coriander powder, and garam masala. Start by heating a pan with oil. I'll be using my favorite cast iron pan to replicate the OG grills that Nizams might have used. Now start with the veggies. Pro tip, when cooking multiple veggies in a pan, start by adding the ones that take the longest to cook, like in our case, bell pepper. Oops, I also realized that I forgot to add my spices, but not to worry, toss in about 1 to 2 teaspoons of cumin and let that get aromatic with the bell pepper. So once the cumin has bloomed and the bell pepper softens, add in sliced onion and jalapeno. Then throw in some tomatoes for some juice. To add some much needed spice, add in turmeric, chili powder, coriander powder, and garam masala, and salt and pepper to taste. Give everything another 2 minutes so all the flavors can infuse. Once it's done, transfer to a bowl. To the same pan, add some more oil and then your marinated protein of choice. Today I'm making both chicken and tofu. Let it cook for around 5 to 7 minutes until it develops a good char. You can usually tell when meat is ready to flip when it easily releases from the pan. If it's still sticking when you lift it up and doesn't have those dark sear marks, then just give it a few more minutes. Once it's ready, flip and cook for another 5 to 10 minutes. If you're cooking meat, I would highly recommend investing in a thermometer so you can easily tell when it's done, which for chicken is at around 165 degrees. No joke, I'll be bringing this thermometer to my next hot pot or Korean barbecue outing because it's just that essential. That being said, if you're cooking tofu or paneer, it's much simpler, so just sear it on both sides until it looks golden. Once that's done, place the meat on a cutting board and slice into strips. For extra credit, I also made a quick 2-minute chutney while I was waiting. The recipe for that will be in the description. Now, my favorite part, assembly. Start with the warm tortilla or paratha, lay on the spicy veggies into the center of the wrap into a long strip, then goes on the meat, and finally a drizzle of chutney. Or instead of chutney, you can also add sriracha or Maggi sauce or pickled onions, or if you're like me, all of the above. Then to wrap it up, first fold over the bottom of the tortilla on top of the bed of ingredients, and then tightly wrap the left and then the right side atop the filling. At this point, I was too hungry to do this when filming, but to make this even more decadent, toast it on a hot pan for 30 seconds on each side, which will also help to seal it up and prevent leakage. Then, before things get too messy, quickly wrap everything up into parchment paper or foil to keep all the juices and flavor contained. Drizzle on some more chutney or cilantro and enjoy! And here is the beautiful final product. Now, the flavors of this Kathi roll pack a punch, but the price does not. One serving comes in at just around $4.50, most of the price coming from the chicken itself. And the vegetarian version is even more cost effective at $2.50 per serving. And nutritionally, this is also a pretty balanced meal, which makes it perfect for your weeknight meal rotation. Each serving is 2 Kathi rolls, with the chicken version at around 600 calories, with the macros displayed on screen, and the tofu version is a bit lighter at around 475 calories, with less fat and less protein. Y'all, I have to admit, this was only my second time making Kathi rolls, but they turned out amazing. There is a great balance of flavors and textures with the juicy crunch of the veggies and the charred chicken and a healthy amount of spice from the seasoning and the chutney. And the wrap brings it all together like a warm hug. I hope you like this recipe. If you did, try out this one right here for an Indian masala omelet. If there are other recipes you want me to make, let me know down below in the comments. Like this video and subscribe to support my channel, and I will see you in the next one.